The difference between 100 and 200 mics of acid is a joke. So these two tabs walk into a bar. Wait, what's a bar? Wait, who's aware of bars? Wait a second, who's aware of being aware of bars? Yeah, that's basically 200 mics summed up.
This video is purely for harm reduction and does not promote the use of drugs.
200 micrograms is where it gets real. This dose can and will be seriously powerful to where at points you won't necessarily be able to tell apart reality from psychedelia, but remember that this is just a general guide and your experience could be radically different. Visually, we're talking obvious crazy color enhancement. Pretty much every light ray is going to be warping into rainbows and fractals, shapes and other geometric patterns. This is pretty much going to be happening on every surface of your vision. If you're lucky, you'll see patterns within patterns within patterns. Closed eye visuals are literally out of this world. You'll probably have an out of body experience relatively quickly if you do decide to peek behind your eyelids. The level of beauty and color here is really indescribable, and your imagination is going to run wild with all types of things arising from your subconscious and coming to life right in front of you. If you haven't taken acid before, then this dose is too high for you, so go check out my 100 mics video. This is because mentally is where things get really interesting. Ego death is definitely possible, though not everyone will get it. Regardless, it's pretty common to have life-changing spiritual experiences and realizations about the nature of yourself and reality, and it's not uncommon to feel reborn after a 200 mic acid trip. Anxiety can occur, especially during the come up, which is why it's so crucial that you've got a good set and setting. It can be pretty hard, if not impossible, to have a normal conversation or even just string a full sentence together, as you'll lose your short-term memory and forget things as they happen, which might lead to thought loops or just looping in general. Whilst the peak can be quite intense, the trip should become quite manageable as you start to descend, and this is where a lot of people might throw in some weed, which can massively amplify effects, so take it very slow, especially if you do not have tolerance. Overall, I think 200 mics is the perfect dose if you have some experience and you're looking to go deeper with a more intense trip while still remaining tethered to your reality to some extent. Though I will say that in many of my 200 mic trips there's been points where I didn't even know I was on acid, so anything above this is really getting into powerful territory. And before you take the dive, you should make sure you're both experienced and responsible. If you're new and you're still watching and you haven't subscribed yet, then welcome to the community. We've got good vibes, a new video every week, and a whole lot of drugs. So if that's your thing, and we both know that it is, then obliterate that like button and get some free karma. Otherwise, I will see you next week.